Welcome to your Yin Yoga practice. We're here today in beautiful Cabo Polonio with the sunrise, and we're going to just begin. So no props are needed for today. If you have props, they're always welcome. We're going to begin with a wide-legged forward fold. So bringing your legs out into a nice big V shape, and bring the fingertips to the floor behind you. And if you're quite tight through the inner thighs, through the adductors, the hamstrings, this might be exactly where you want to stay. If you have the space to go a little bit deeper, fingertips can reach to the floor in front of you. And we're going to try to move forward from the hips instead of hunching forward. So keeping that chest nice and open. And maybe you can walk the hands forward a little more. And a little more. Rather than forcing the body to give you space, rather just wait and allow the body to give you the space. Moving into the space whenever you feel like it's available. So let's let the feet be relaxed, the toes, the fingers, the jaw, the cheeks. I like to close down the eyes or to soften the gaze. And let's arrive into our breath. Beginning to breathe in and out through the nose. And guiding the breath just a little bit lower and a little bit slower. So with this practice of Yin Yoga, we hold the shapes for at least a couple of minutes each. And this gives time for the connective tissue of the body to start to move and to budge, so that we can really get the space that we crave. Physically and otherwise. And so it's quite normal and quite natural that the mind will begin to wander off and do whatever the mind does, all kinds of crazy things. And so the task at hand is to guide the awareness back. And we'll focus the attention on the breath. Continuing to come back again and again and again to your breath. Let's take one more deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Nice and slowly make your way up to seated. And let's just tuck the left leg in from here. And so I'll spin to face you so you can see what we're doing. Just tucking the left foot in. And from here, see if you can bring your right forearm to rest on your right thigh. And we're getting a little bit of a lean over toward the right. You might be able to rest your head in your hand. And we're now experiencing a stretch down the left side of the body. And as always, please feel free to stay here. Lots of little steps along the way to guide you to your perfect sweet spot. Coming a little deeper, the left hand will reach up and over the head. And I like to just drape the left forearm behind the head and kind of work the left elbow toward the ceiling. Once you've found a position that works for you, and please take your time to do that. And then we'll land into stillness once again. Land into softness. Taking another deep breath in. And big sigh out. Slowly lifting yourself up. And I'll just take a moment between each of the shapes, allowing the body to rebound. From here, we're going to just shift the focus and shift the hips forward over the right leg. So you now have the right leg straight out in front of you, the left foot's to the inner seam of that right leg. Let the right leg be nice and relaxed. You're welcome to bend the knee. That might make this shape just a little more accessible, or keep the legs straight. And we'll start to walk the hands forward. And if you have any props around the house, you might like to grab that so that you can rest the forehead down on something, like a bolster or a cushion. If it's available, you can rest the elbow on your thigh, head in the hand. Softening into the shape. Allowing yourself to slowly get in a little deeper, just when your body gives you the space. Notice the way you're breathing right now. See if you can cultivate just a little more space through the breath. Bringing it a little lower and a little slower. Breathing in and out through the nose. I'm reading a really incredible book right now called Breath, which is really backing all of the science. Is using science to back up all of the writings that have been written about for thousands of years in the yogic and tantric traditions, and Zen and Buddhist and all of them. I strongly recommend the book, but it's really bringing a lot of awareness to me, not just how I breathe on the mat, but also how I breathe off the mat. A really nice and strong reminder to always be breathing in and out through the nose. Let's take 3 more deep breaths. 2. Slowly make your way up. Beautiful. Now we're just going to switch that over to the other side. So you can bring the legs back out into your wide-legged forward fold. Tuck the right foot in. And then we're going to go for our side body lean to the left. So that might involve left elbow on a prop or on your leg. Maybe the head can rest in the hand. And this right arm can stay down, no problems at all there. Or if you've got the space to go a bit deeper, the right arm can reach up and over, and draping the right forearm behind your head. Closing down the eyes. And deepening the breath. Moving slowly and gently, lifting yourself back up to seated. Oh, feeling so good. We're now just shifting all of the focus, shifting the hips over the left leg. Let that left foot be relaxed. Left knee might be bending. And we'll begin to fold directly over the left leg. And so the hands there for support can be really useful. Or if it's possible to rest your head into something like your own hand or a prop, then that's also very useful. Make this comfortable for you so that you are able to relax into the shape. If we're tensing and shaking and pushing and squeezing, it doesn't really allow for the body to properly release. Not at least in this way that we're looking for. And so in yin, we release by relaxing, by softening, by breathing slow, and allowing the body to open, to unfurl, to release. And this could very well mean that emotions also come up to the surface, and if they do, breathe with them. Don't push them back down, but allow them to be there. Held by the power of your own presence. Taking just one more deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Slowly making your way back up to seated. And I invite you to come to lie down in Shavasana, at least for a couple of minutes before moving on to your next activity or your next practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that this has felt so amazing for you. I'll see you soon.